Inflation. A word we've all been hearing a lot lately, but what does it really mean? Well, what is inflation actually? Simply put, inflation is when money loses its buying power. So if you can buy something for 100 lira today, but can't buy it for the same price next year, that price increase is what we call inflation. But it's not just about one product, it means a general increase in all prices. For example, let's say years ago you could buy a loaf of bread for 10 lira. If that same loaf of bread costs 30 lira today, it might seem like the price of bread went up, but what really happened is this: your 10 lira lost its buying power. You can't buy as many goods or services with the same amount of money anymore. This is one of the simplest examples of how inflation affects our daily lives. This process isn't just limited to food prices. Rent, electricity bills, gas prices, they all increase over time because of inflation. If our wages don't increase at the same rate, our buying power decreases, and our standard of living goes down. But why does inflation happen? One of the main reasons is an increase in the money supply. When central banks put too much money into the market, everyone has more money. But if the amount of goods and services produced stays the same, the value of that money goes down, and prices start to rise. So, if there's more money going around but we can still only buy the same amount of stuff, the value of money decreases. Inflation doesn't just affect individuals, it's a huge wave that affects the entire economy. Companies raise their prices to cover their costs, workers demand higher wages, which further increases production costs, and this vicious cycle continues. So, is it possible to eliminate inflation completely? This is where different economic models and new financial systems come into play. For example, digital assets like Bitcoin are seen as an anti-inflationary alternative because they have a limited supply. So is a world without inflation really possible? If it is, how would it work? In this video, we covered the basic definition of inflation and its effects on our daily lives, but this is just the beginning. In future videos, we'll take a closer look at the causes of inflation, major inflation crises throughout history, and the economic solutions developed to combat inflation. We'll also discuss the role of assets like Bitcoin against inflation, and how an economy without inflation could work. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss this series. See you in the next video.